gentlemen, if you're just joining us, it's D-Day for India's national capital. Who's winning Delhi? The early leads are in. They are on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. Again, only early leads. You have the Aam Aadmi Party, the incumbent, at 25. You have the BJP crossing the 40 mark, actually at 44. Again, these are early leads. We'll need to see if these numbers stand for the next couple of hours. If they do, then the BJP well and truly poised to storm back into Delhi with a massive majority after 30 years. Ladies and gentlemen, these are only early leads. Let me underline that. These numbers need to hold for the next couple of hours. But for the moment, the picture becoming clearer. Rui, would you say the picture is becoming a little clearer?
I think it's past 9 and lead. So if this stays, as you said, BJP in for a big victory in Delhi, I think it's the BJP would be very happy, not just because it's winning Delhi, but because of the kind of low it found itself in after the Lok Sabha elections, with the kind of, how people were saying it was a rejection of Modi, etc., etc. And after that, it won Haryana, it won Maharashtra. And now Delhi, so that's going to give the BJP a big fillip and the opposition a reason to worry.
And if the Aam Aadmi Party does lose, things could change in Punjab. Because Delhi's election is not just Delhi.
That's true. But I would be interested to see the vote share, because I would still say that Aam Aadmi Party has its vote bank among a certain section. I don't think it's lost its vote bank completely.
No, if you're managing the numbers,
correct. Despite 10 years of being in power,
so you clear your vote bank, your
remains.
Vote bank, which is the poor.
Yes.
The Juggi
the disadvantaged sections.
Yeah, they continue to be with you.
Absolutely.
Who has deserted you is the question.
It's largely, as I've constantly been saying, as you move up the economic ladder, the Aam Aadmi Party is wobbling. It's because of the complete lack of development on the infrastructure front. I think that's a big gap in Delhi.
And 69% of Delhi is middle class.
Yes, and I think whoever comes to power now, if the BJP does win, it's going to focus a lot on infrastructure, because you have to do it. You cannot let Sheila Dikshit's legacy be what Delhi is about even 15 years later. I mean, that's rather unfortunate for the national capital, that in 15 years, nothing has happened here in terms of infrastructure. I think that's something that any political party would now have to focus on.
My guest this morning, just introducing all of them, Dr. Tayal, spokesperson of the BJP. Good morning to you. And it's certainly looking like it's going to be a good morning for the BJP. Although no celebrations and no mithai ka dabbas for the moment, because we know we've all burnt our hands, not just the press, not just journalists, even political parties. So we'll wait. We'll wait to congratulate you, Dr. Tayal. Dr. Anil Gupta, spokesperson of the Delhi BJP, not with us. He'll be joining us in just a bit, I hear. Dr. Nimi Rastogi, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Good morning, Dr. Rastogi. Good to have you on the show. Nikhat Abbas, spokesperson of the Congress Party. She's often defended the BJP. Good morning, everyone. Nikhat, you've often defended the BJP on this panel. You have now switched sides. Thank you for joining us. Good to have you on the show. And Ruhi Tiwari, senior journalist, continues to be with us. Dr. Rastogi, can I ask you about the numbers on your screens? On a day when counting is underway and early leads are clearly giving Delhi to the BJP and by quite a margin, there is only one question I can ask you, a cliche one. How do you feel?
I feel hopeful and still very confident, because these are very early leads, and our information is that it is bound to switch side. So we fought this election fairly and squarely. We have fought this election very, very hard and very well. And we have no reason to feel insecure, because people are with us, will remain with us. It is too early to, dismiss us or write our epitaph. We are very much in the race. Aam Aadmi Party is a force to reckon with. We are not going anywhere. We are here to stay in Indian polity for good.
No, I'm sure of that, and I'm not even questioning that. Knowing the Aam Aadmi Party now for the last 13 years, one thing I can say that even if you sit in the opposition, as they say, aap government ka jeena haram kar doge. You'll keep them on their toes, and that's the sort of opposition, honestly, you need. But one has to be realistic. I do understand it's only 9 o'clock. Counting has been underway only for the last 1 hour. These are only early leads, but the lead is massive. Now, these numbers will have to stay and hold for the next couple of hours. I even understand that. But just take a look at how your own top leaders, Dr. Rastogi, are doing. Who is the Chief Minister of Delhi? Atishi. What is her constituency? Kalkaji. She is trailing from Kalkaji. The BJP candidate, Mr. Ramesh Bidhuri, is leading from there. What about Arvind Kejriwal? He's the convener of your party, ma'am. He's fighting from the New Delhi constituency. If you look at the early leads, even he too is trailing. And it is Parvesh Verma of the BJP who could possibly be the chief minister of Delhi by the end of the day today. He's the one who's leading. So आपके अपने नेता ही are not in a position to hold their seats to say that we are hopeful, maybe a bit too rich, ma'am?
It's a bit too early. I would, at the cost of repeating, say that wait and watch. You know, Bharatiya Janata Party has played every negative trick up their sleeve to tarnish, the basic standards of contest and campaign. So I'm no surprise that there could be a dip in the voter share and initial trends could be little disappointing, but I'm sure 100% confident that both Atishi and Arvind Kejriwal will eventually win from that constituencies.
It could happen. We don't know. We'll wait till 10 o'clock before we make up our minds. But Dr. Rastogi, can you tell me by what time you will admit that these leads are actually a reflection of what the results are going to be? Because you're saying these are early trends and leads. I agree with you there. These are early trends and leads. We don't want to burn our fingers. But by when will the Aam Aadmi Party say, okay, what we are seeing on our screens is the real deal and it may not have been a good day for us?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, if we realize that it is actually, to shut our shop here, we would say as much. We are a party with candid, demeanor. We call spade a spade. If it is, then it is. We will sit in the opposition. But right now, it's immature, it's premature rather, to say that we are losing Delhi, because we've really worked hard for this. It's been a very challenging election. They have used power, money, goons, all kinds of jibes at us. They have stuck the narrative of false Sheesh Mahal and imaginary liquor scam. And we have fought tooth and nail against every excess of BJP and every immoral technique to crush us down. We look in their eyes, eye to eye, and say that it's you who is in the wrong. You are a corrupt party. You are a manipulative party. You make false promises. You tarnish democracy by offering money even before the results are out. So what is there in your kitty is all hoax, dream. And Delhi has seen Arvind Kejriwal has delivered, and he will continue to deliver in Delhi, in Punjab and rest of the country.
Okay, Dr. Tayal, essentially Dr. Rastogi is saying this has not been a fair fight. EVM she has not mentioned, but she is saying this has not been a fair fight. पैसे बांटे आप लोगों ने.
Good morning to everybody, and like you said, as far as I'm concerned, very, very good morning. Couldn't be better. And coming to what Dr. Rastogi has been saying, so it is time for her, like she says, that they are still hopeful. Time not just to cross the fingers, but the hands also and whatever else, because nothing is going to change. So the writing has been on the wall. I mean, you swindled the people of Delhi for 15 years. you've done everything. I mean, and case in a point, she says we've been very fair and so on and so forth. A profitable Delhi Jal Board has a loss of 73,000 crores. So, so to say that we've been very fair, there's a false liquor scam, a false liquor scam. That is why the courts have been doing what they've been doing. And then she says, BJP has been manipulated. Okay. I want to just quote one gentleman here, which we'll talk about. There was a gentleman called Paramjit Singh Katyal. I don't know how many would remember. He was their state secretary. Now, he said, this is some time back, he said, a SIM was given to me and I was told to call up the various MLAs and tell them I'm calling from Mr. Gadkari's office and, we are offering money. And I was shocked that this was coming from Mr. Kejriwal. The SIMs were being sent. One, they wanted to have some kind of a price put there and to judge who are the weak links. So who is being manipulative? And they use this trick so many times. Every election, I'm only waiting. The question you asked that Dr. Rastogi, by when will you concede that you've lost? I want to ask her, Dr. Rastogi, when will you say the EVMs were bad? So that is where we are.
Dr. Tayal. Dr. Tayal, but here's the thing. You come from Chandigarh, therefore I'll give the example of Chandigarh and the mayoral polls. We all saw what happened now. We all saw the BJP use underhand tactics. So aisa to nahi hai that the BJP doesn't have a history of doing it. It has happened. It happened and unfolded in front of our eyes. Has it happened in Delhi? We don't know. We don't know. The Aam Aadmi Party is making that allegation, but I'm just going to draw everyone's attention to the Election Commission and what the Election Commission is saying. Mr. Tayal, I'll give you an opportunity to respond. I just quickly want to take our viewers through the numbers that the Election Commission is putting out. Election Commission now giving leads in 10 seats. The Bharatiya Janata Party is leading in 7 and the Aam Aadmi Party is leading in 3. Dr. Tayal. Yes, go ahead. Please respond.
So, since you were talking about the Chandigarh mayoral polls, we just had the mayoral polls a few days back, and it was with a appointed observer, and the Aam Aadmi Party, so to say, had the numbers, and still they lost. Now, where does that put Aam Aadmi Party? इस बार तो वो बोल भी नहीं पाए because the court observer, a retired High Court judge, was sitting right there. So they couldn't say anything, or EVM था नहीं, so EVM को भी blame नहीं कर सकते थे. So having said that, they still lost having the numbers. So what does that tell us? That tells us people, their own workers, everybody is disgruntled with this party and the scams and the corruption and the sheer lies that they resort to. Now their own people cannot stay with them. This time, after all, there was nothing since you mentioned the Chandigarh polls.
Okay, no, I mentioned it because we know what happened in the last mayoral polls. And even the BJP and a spokesperson like you is not in a position to defend it. And I know you will not defend it because it will be the wrong thing to do. है ना? ये वाला तो ठीक था. No choice for it being ठीक because there was a court-appointed observer. I'm talking about the one before that, which the BJP rigged on camera, of all places. Anyhow, Nikhat Abbas, welcoming you to the show as well as a Congress spokesperson. Are you thinking to yourself, "Arey yaar, why did I leave the BJP? बहुत जल्दी छोड़ दी." It seems, by the looks of it, in early leads, that the BJP is forming the next government in Delhi.
See, I'd say it's a very early stage to comment about the counting, but as far as the counting is concerned, would rather say that it completely, it's not the counting of the votes we are waiting for. We're waiting for the good future of the democracy and in Delhi. And the winds may not favor us today, but the storms are any which ways not going to wash our dreams, what we have for Delhi. The commitment remains the same. The trust of the people amongst for the Congress remains the same. It's going to revive. It's not the time, it's not going to end here. It's a start of a new beginning, and it's time to reflect, rebuild, and reconnect with people. As far as I see right now, Congress is not having many seats. I mean, it shows 0. But to be very honest, what we are trying, like what we have said in the entire election is that Aam Aadmi Party and BJP has, thrived on the lies and scams. And it is going to be very interesting to see that how, if at all, BJP comes in power in Delhi, I'd like to see that after 27 years, that what kind of a rule BJP has to offer for Delhi. Is it going to be for infrastructure? Is it going to be for the development? Is it going to be for making the Delhi a global city once again, as it was in Sheila Dikshit ji's governance? It is going to be very interesting. However, like I said, it's a very, very initial stage of commenting on that. And I am hoping for the seats to come in our favor. I am hoping, also want to see the vote share, the percentage of vote share, what Congress has achieved. And I think
Yeah,
we should
that's
wait
true.
about 12:30 or 1 o'clock to see how it comes. And Delhi has voted for change. I think this is what
Okay.
Congress has had to say, that Delhi people are going to vote for the change. And if this is the change Delhi is offering for the
Arey,
Bharatiya
but
Janata
was
Party to
this
rule,
the
I mean, let's
change?
see.
No, Nikhat.
Yeah.
Was this the change you were looking at and
No,
talking
no,
about?
absolutely not.
The,
Absolutely not.
the
This is
people
not
of
the
Delhi
no.
voting for the BJP, not the Aam Aadmi
No, no,
Party.
absolutely not. That is no, absolutely not. We were not looking for this change. Obviously, we wanted our MLAs to win. We wanted to form a government. That is why I said that I want to see the vote percentage, also the share of vote percentage, what we got. But yes, Delhi had had to vote for the change, and this is what, if Delhi has chosen for itself, I think okay, we should just wait for 12:30, 1 o'clock, and see what exactly the seats are going to be for Bharatiya Janata Party, Congress, and Aam Aadmi Party. Let's just wait and watch. We're still hopeful, and we are yet to see that how
Okay.
many seats would we be
Okay.
winning in Delhi.
Okay, Ruhi, what spoiled the party for the Aam Aadmi Party? Was it the Congress Party? Because this was supposed to be their comeback election. I don't think there's any big comeback. But if they are leading in one, it means that their voting percentage,
May have gone up a little bit,
their
vote
vote
share.
share would have gone up a bit. It's about 4 or 5, between 4 or 5 in the last two elections where they've scored ducks, which means it could have, I mean, the projection was that it will go up to 8 to 10. We don't know if that has happened. Is the Congress that has spoiled the BJP's party? And as we speak,
party.
the Election Commission, ladies and gentlemen, an update from the Election Commission as well. They are slower, the numbers are slower than what you're seeing on your screens, but it's important to put out what the Election Commission is saying as well. The Election Commission now giving trends in 19 seats, 15, the BJP is in the lead. So the direction in which this election has gone is very clear. I don't think there is any doubt
Yeah.
about that anymore. I mean, it's too early to call an election. Never do that. We've burnt our fingers in the past, so we'll wait for another hour, hour and a half. But the direction in which the people of Delhi have voted is very decisive, which means if these numbers hold, the exit polls have actually got it right, Ruhi.
For a change?
For a change, they have got it right. And they have got it largely right, because most of them had predicted not just a win for the BJP, but a big win for the BJP. And most of them had predicted between 20 to 30 for the Aam Aadmi Party. And that seems to be holding as well. Again, it's only 9:30. We'll wait before we make our final comments. But to the question about who spoilt the party for the Aam
I think
Aadmi
there are
Party.
2-3 things, Shreya. I'm not so sure about the Congress, the role of the Congress. I would still, I don't necessarily subscribe to the theory that the Congress may have.
But their vote bank is similar, right?
It is similar. It is
Dalits,
similar.
the poor.
It is similar. And obviously, as the Congress spokesperson earlier was mentioning, that the Aam Aadmi Party did come to power, taking away the Congress vote bank, because the BJP core vote usually stays with the BJP. Having said that, there are a few things that obviously went against the Aam Aadmi Party. One is 10 years of incumbency. It is a tough fight when you are an incumbent for 10 years. And it's been a very tumultuous 10 years. There's been constant run-ins with the centre. It's been a bit of a cranky government on that front. Top ministers being jailed, etc. So it's been a difficult 10 years. Lopsided focus on the social sector. I would say that vote bank is with them. The poor are perhaps with the Aam Aadmi Party, and they continue to remain so. But what happens to the rest of Delhi? Because Delhi is a very cosmopolitan, urban state or assembly as well. You can't just cater to freebies and welfare culture. You have to look at the other aspect as well, and that has been completely missing as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. Also, the third thing I would say, which I found on the ground, was Narendra Modi is very popular, continues to remain very popular. BJP did not even need a chief minister face, and I think it was a smart move to go into this election without a CM face, because that one doesn't know which way it would have gone. When you're fighting an election in Modi's name and saying Modi ki guarantee, that does give the BJP a big, big, big fillip. And I think that has really gone the BJP
In
the
fact,
BJP's
maybe
favor.
projecting a face.
Could have been a little counterproductive.
Yeah, and boomerang. What if they had actually projected Pravesh Verma? I wonder how many people would have gone out and voted for Parvesh
The
Verma.
motivation to vote
Yeah.
for Modi is more.
Much more. That's true, and he remains popular. We know that because
Look
of
at the Lok Sabha elections.
elections. 7 out of 7, 7 out of 7, 7 out of 7. I mean, you leave no seat for any other
Correct.
party. That tells you that the BJP is popular
Right.
in Delhi, but that the last elections have told us that the Aam Aadmi Party is also popular in
Right,
Delhi.
right. But you know, a lot has happened in the last 5 years, Shreya. There has been so much that's happened in Delhi in terms of the run-ins with the centre, the kind of allegations that have been made against Arvind Kejriwal. So I think a lot of focus from governance had to be shifted away because they were so busy in politics. They didn't have that kind of a focus on governance.
And here's the irony. That there was one exit poll that actually asked people, who do you think is the best candidate
yeah.
for Delhi as far as the chief ministerial
They
face
said
is
Arvind
concerned?
Kejriwal.
They said Arvind
Yes,
Kejriwal.
yes.
An overwhelming majority said
Yes.
Arvind Kejriwal.
Yes.
But it's not going to be Arvind Kejriwal. That much is very clear. Dr. Dharinder Tayal, what changed, according to you, what turned the story for the BJP? Was it the election? Was it the budget? Was it the fact that almost 70% people in Delhi are the middle class? And when you say, okay, no taxes for anyone who's earning 1 lakh rupees a month, people are enthused to go out and vote for you. Yaar, isne hamare liye kuch kiya, we should return the favor. Is that what worked for you? Or were there multiple factors according to you?
Shreya, obviously it cannot be any one factor. There are always multiple factors. I think the greater part is that on one side is a heightened credibility of a government, or the Modi government, which is delivering. It is committing, it is delivering, it is caring. On the other side, where one party is moving up on the number line, the other one is going in the reverse direction. Aam Aadmi Party was going in the reverse direction. What did they come up with? They came through India against corruption. But today, if you talk to somebody, it becomes a joke. I mean, Aam Aadmi Party, India against corruption. So they are so steeped in corruption that they'll put any other party to shame in the country. So both these things put together. Another factor, when we were talking about percentages, if you see, ever since Aam Aadmi Party came, actually the poll percentage has gone up since then. So what is believed is that a certain percentage of votes came with the Aam Aadmi Party, who were committed to Aam Aadmi Party, who have today abandoned it. So we've seen a dip in the poll percentage also. So that is something which is happening. The other part, which you
Actually, that is not common wisdom. Common wisdom, Dr. Tayal, is that if the voting percentage is low, it generally benefits the incumbent.
True.
That is common wisdom. It may have turned on its head this time, but that is common wisdom. Also, when you're saying that the Aam Aadmi Party's core vote bank has deserted them, we do not know. But if they are managing 20 seats, clearly not.
So, Ashwin, that is exactly what I said. That certain percentage, when we were talking about whether they've been affected by Congress, what I'm saying is that the poll percentage ever since AAP came went up. It has dropped. So the traditional logic is not working here, because then the incumbent should have been winning. So this is what is holding up. Another thing I want to comment upon is what Nikhat had said. Where she said Congress and BJP, their lies, their scams, so on and so forth. But since, you had brought
I
my
said Aam Aadmi Party and BJP. I never said a Congress. I'm a Congress spokesperson. I'd rather die but not say that, because that's not the fact.
Apologies. Yes, my fault. You said AAP and BJP, but the interesting part, since you mentioned, I'm so used to saying Congress scams that it just slipped. So coming back, since you mentioned my city, now when it comes to my city, the scams and lies of Aam Aadmi Party go away, and Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, they suddenly join hands. Now, which just happened a few days back when we had the mayoral polls in Chandigarh. So there is rarely
Okay.
no credibility.
Okay. I'm again looking at the Election Commission numbers. My eyes, in fact, are glued to Election Commission numbers because ultimately those are the numbers that will be put out by the end of the day, whatever the winning percentage is. So far, they have declared leads. They have not declared any wins so far. They have declared leads in 24 seats. A whopping 19, the BJP is leading. The Aam Aadmi Party is leading only in 5 seats. And if you go by the leads that are coming in from even some major constituencies like Arvind Kejriwal's constituency of New Delhi or Atishi's constituency of Kalkaji, early leads seem to be suggesting that they are trailing. This will be a big embarrassment if Atishi, Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia end up losing their seats. We do not know if that will happen. We do not know if that will happen. But early leads seem to be suggesting that they are trailing and their BJP counterparts seem to be leading. What a massive embarrassment this is going to be for the Aam Aadmi Party. Would it then say that the people of Delhi have believed what the BJP is saying, that the Aam Aadmi Party is corrupt, you need to vote them out, they are not the Sharif party you thought they were?
You know, I don't think corruption was really such an issue. As I have been saying, I think the biggest grouse that the people of Delhi had was कि कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है दिल्ली में, सिर्फ गरीबों को आप फ्री बिजली पानी दे रहे हो, हमें क्या मिला है?
नहीं तो फ्री बिजली पानी तो अर्बन मिडिल क्लास को भी मिल रहा है ना?
But you only get it up to a certain units, right? Shreya, you use beyond that units you don't get, so that happens.
Give me a minute. Virendra Sachdeva is speaking of the BJP. Let's quickly listen into what he's saying.
बात को कहने में कोई संकोच नहीं है कि दिल्ली में हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं ने बहुत जुनून और शिद्दत के साथ काम किया है और जनता ने भी भरपूर आशीर्वाद दिया है। जनता को भ्रष्टाचार और विकास का मॉडल चुनना था तो उन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी के नेतृत्व को सलाम किया है और ये जीत हमारे राष्ट्रीय नेतृत्व की माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के काम की जीत है होगी, जो मुझे ऐसा लगता है। निस्संदेह हम दिल्ली में डबल इंजन की सरकार बनाएंगे।
सर, जितने बड़े नेता आम आदमी पार्टी के वो चुनाव हारते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। केजरीवाल भी पीछे है, मनीष सिसोदिया भी पीछे है,
आतिशी भी पीछे चल रही है। देखिए, हम सुबह से एक बात कह रहे हैं कि हमने दिल्ली का चुनाव दिल्ली के मुद्दों पर लड़ा है। हम अरविंद केजरीवाल से बार बार भ्रष्टाचार की बात पूछते थे, शीश महल की बात पूछते थे, शराब घोटाले की बात पूछते थे, टूटी हुई सड़कों की बात करते थे, सीवेज के ओवरफ्लो की बात करते थे, गंदगी की बात करते थे, गंदे पानी की बात करते थे, लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल इन मुद्दों से भागते थे। वो इस चुनाव को लुभाने की और वादों पे, झूठे वादों पे लाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे। दिल्ली की जनता ने दिल्ली के दर्द को समझा है और उस दर्द का जो निवारण है वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी कर सकती है। इस उम्मीद के साथ उन्होंने माननीय प्रधानमंत्री को वोट दिया।
सीएम फेस कौन होगा?
देखिए, हमारे लिए ये विषय गौण है। हम पहले भी कह चुके हैं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यकर्ता मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा, केंद्रीय नेतृत्व तय करेगा इसको।
Ladies and gentlemen, by the looks of it, it's over even before it has begun. We are being cautious here, saying let's not jump the gun. But the leads are telling us exactly how the day is going to end. And well, Virendra Sachdeva, the president of the BJP, not even wanting to wait for another 30 minutes to see if the first win is actually declared by the Election Commission, straight away going and pronouncing that the BJP has won Delhi. And Ruhi, I mean,
The direction is quite clear.
the direction
I
is
don't
quite
think-
clear. Dr. Rastogi, would you agree that the direction is very clear? You can say it's only 9:30. You know, ballot boxes ko khule hue, it's only been 1.5 hours. Let's wait for another 30 minutes. Let's wait for another hour. But I think the direction is very clear.
I have the
Chill.
ground report
And by quiet-
coming straight from the polling centers.
Ji.
Hello, can you hear me?
Dr. Rastogi, go ahead.
I have the
Yes, I
ground
can. Go
report
ahead,
with
please.
me, and that is saying contrary to. What I'm saying is that I have the report directly from the ground, and there it is contrary to what you are projecting. It's in 28 seats, Aam Aadmi Party is leading. And also, Arvind Kejriwal is leading in his constituency rather than trailing. So maybe there is some lag in getting the data to you. But despite all things, I would like to say that Aam Aadmi Party's inclusion in political scenario has been a very positive and fresh breath like change, because We are the one who call spade a spade. We are the one who call out the games of corrupt parties. We are the ones they are afraid of. We are in a way disruptors, but at the same time that's very healthy for democracy. We are the one which will put them on their toes and they will shy away or rather think twice before, doing this kind of overwhelmingly corrupt practices. So this is a new narrative and
Dr. Rastogi.
India is getting used to that. Delhi has tasted it and I'm sure, yeah.
Dr. Rastogi, you are sounding like you have already conceded defeat.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm giving you the wider picture. Don't dismiss forces like Aam Aadmi Party. These are what India wants. People should, to reinstate the health of democracy, it is the parties like Aam Aadmi Party that is doing its job diligently and thanklessly. We are a force to reckon with, as at the cost of repeating. We are a very strong party in Delhi. You cannot negate us. And you will see eventually we will make our presence majorly felt by way of a win. Just wait for another hour. It's just two rounds completed. And as I told you, I have better reports than you. I mean, faster ones. And Arvind Kejriwal is leading from New Delhi. So our hopes are alive. And yeah, we are not the spoil sport. We are not the ones to call other persons, start calling names of other persons just because we are losing. We will wait with a bated breath.
Okay. Yeah. It's not over till it's over is what you're saying. And I appreciate that. And do I feel that it's good for the health of India's democracy that you have strong parties? Definitely, absolutely. You need a very healthy, strong opposition to keep the government in check. There needs to be checks and balances in every democracy. It's the job that the opposition does. The stronger an opposition in a country, the better that job will be done. Give me a minute here, ladies and gentlemen. I think the direction in which the election has gone is very clear. Dr. Rastogi is saying wait for an hour. Wait because the numbers could change. But even if the numbers do change, ladies and gentlemen, how much will they change? But much has changed in the last 5 years. Okay, amidst the early leads that are coming in, which are giving a clear lead to the BJP, Omar Abdullah has taken aim at India Bloc allies. Remember, he too is part of the India Bloc. He's retweeted a meme with the caption. Can we put that on our screens? He's retweeted a meme with the caption, "Aur lado aapas mein." Essentially, Nikhat, Omar Abdullah, one of your own allies, is saying it is because you fought. You fought with the Aam Aadmi Party and the Aam Aadmi Party fought with you. And you decided not to go into this election together. That is why you're seeing the numbers that you're seeing on your screens.
You know, Congress party is a national level party, and we'd already disclosed that the alliance we have come up with is going to be only for General Assembly. For state, we were yet to be we had to decide. And for Delhi, we clearly were in a clear mandate that we are going to fight separately, and which is what we've done. Like I said, Congress has ruled in Delhi for 15 years, and it was Delhi became a global city in the world. It had a renowned name in the world only under Sheila Ji's governance. Now, like I said before, that when I see, whatever numbers are coming, and when I'm seeing the website of the Election Commission, what I see right now, the seats are still getting counted. We're yet to, know the results. But yes, I see that Congress is trailing on a lot of seats, but I'd still say that it's a national level party, and we are going to revive and reconnect with the people on the ground. Whatever mistakes we might have committed in this election, we are going to rethink of it, and we are going to come back stronger out of this. And I'd say that, as far as the tweet of Omar Abdullah's tweet is concerned, I think that I haven't seen that, in what context he has taken that. But yes, obviously, we never wanted to come up with an alliance with Aam Aadmi Party in the Delhi state, because the kind of scams Aam Aadmi Party has done, be it liquor scam or Sheesh Mahal and whatnot, and the polarization what Aam Aadmi Party has done, I think we stand against it, and which is what we fought the narrative
Okay.
with on the ground as Congress
Okay.
candidates. So let's see what's
Okay.
going to happen, and we are any which way is not going to react on
I'm
these
just
tweets,
waiting for
because
the
like
vote
I
shares
said,
to come
the
out.
way they're perceiving it, it's different.
ठीक है, Nikhat, I'm just going to wait for the vote shares to come out, because that will tell us if the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress had held hands in these elections, did they have a chance? With the numbers that are coming in, with the leads that are coming in, I don't think so. But the picture will be absolutely clear, and I'll wait to make a comment. And I think even Ruhi will wait to make a comment before, not before till that voting percentage
But
comes in.
just one thing, Shreya. Look, the Congress's role in politics is not just to make the BJP lose and to help the opposition win. It has to rebuild itself. And how does it rebuild itself if it's only fighting in alliances across states? So I don't think strategically it's a bad move for the Congress to sit it out in a few elections, even if it be in terms of losing, as long as it's working to rebuild itself. Now the question is whether it's actually working to rebuild itself. That is something I don't know.
Or maybe Dr. Anil Gupta, welcoming him to the show. The Congress saw what was coming. Maybe
I'm not sure the Congress is that astute about knowing what's happening on the ground. But
कि opposition में बैठना ही है तो इनके साथ क्यों बैठो, अलग से बैठो. Dr. Anil Gupta, thank you very much. Good morning. You are smiling, and if you look at the Election Commission website, which I am looking at right now, you have more reason to smile. You are just what, 4 short of a majority in Delhi as far as early leads are concerned. So the Election Commission has put out early leads in 46 seats. They have not put out any wins so far, ladies and gentlemen, but leads in 46 seats. Out of these 46, the BJP is leading in 32, which means just short of 2 for a halfway mark and short of 3 for a majority. So I think Dr. Anil Gupta at 9:40, with the numbers on our screens and with what I'm seeing on the Election Commission website, maybe it's time for me to congratulate you.
Yeah, good morning and thank you to you. You remember, Shreya ji, I used to participate in your debate, and in my last week debate also I said we are fighting on 55 plus, and the same trend is showing. We know how misrule they done for Delhi, how badly they manage Delhi. The people of citizen are fed up Aam Aadmi Party, and now they have voted against them. And we have a vision, we have a visionary leader like Narendra Modi ji, and definitely under the double engine government, the Delhi will prosper. We want to make Delhi the actual capital of the country. Right now, I have debated many times with you, see the condition of this, and I think people of Delhi are fed up with things, and I thank you also, and these results are in line with us. We worked very hard, the all party workers have worked very hard. Delhi has roughly 13,033 polling booths, and on all the booths, even in the cluster, you see roughly 1,000 booths are of the clusters, and we are performing quite better in the clusters also. And surprisingly, if you see the result, even in the minorities booth, we are performing. Now the people of Delhi, the citizen of Delhi wants the development. They want to develop and prosper like the country is developing. And I think under the leadership of Modi ji and under the leadership of our national president and state president, the Delhi... Yeah.
Dr. Gupta,
Yes.
सुनिए ना, चलिए अब सुनिए. The fact is, okay, of course you have won this election under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi because you didn't have a chief ministerial face. But Prime Minister Modi cannot be the chief minister of Delhi. You will ultimately have to tell us who the chief minister of Delhi is going to be. Is it going to be Parvesh Verma? नाम तो उन्हीं का है.
But BJP worker and the MLA of the BJP will be the chief minister. I am not competent enough to comment at this point. The party leadership will decide definitely, and I am not immature also to comment on this. some, I mean,
चलिए ठीक है, fair
I know
point.
the
I
future
mean,
of Delhi
fair
is good
point.
now.
It is after all
will
the
be in
party
safe
lead.
hands, and
Acha. Okay, no, also I understand where you're coming from. You're absolutely right in not making a comment on who the chief ministerial face is going to be, because we've seen it in the case of Haryana. We've seen it in the case of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. People I didn't know their names before they were announced as chief ministers.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm pretty sure in Rajasthan, the chief minister himself couldn't have imagined in his wildest of dreams that he would become chief minister. Neither would Mohan Yadav have, I think, in Madhya Pradesh. So it's.
But you know, Ruhi, I mean, the numbers that I'm seeing on the screens right now, these numbers tell you a phenomenal story. If these numbers hold, I mean, you have the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson saying wait for an hour because the reports they are getting from the ground is different. Maybe they are. I mean, there's no reason for us to doubt that. But from eight seats 5 years ago, to go up to 48, did the Aam Aadmi Party really mess up, or did the BJP do something right?
I think it would be a combination of both. The BJP knew that there was a raw nerve in Delhi. There was a gap. Delhi had not been developed much in the last 10 years. Aam Aadmi Party forgot about that aspect, focused only on the social sector, social welfare, which is not necessarily a bad thing if you want to be a pro-poor government, but there has to be a healthy balance. You can't be so lopsided in your approach. I mean, that was a segment it ignored completely, and I think that's where it faltered. See, it's... As the AAP spokesperson, I think Dr. Rastogi earlier was saying, you can't write the Aam Aadmi Party off, and I completely agree with her. I think there is still a very strong base that the party has, and it's an important opposition party. But it's going to be a big test for Arvind Kejriwal going forward. How does he reimagine? How does he reorient his politics? Because as an incumbent of 10 years, you can't continue to be a victim. So you have to have a more constructive approach going forward to politics.
Dr. Rastogi, just come in here and I'm just going to ask you about, forget the numbers you're seeing on your screens. For a moment, you can say that, you know, there is some degree of misreporting there, or that, you know, it's racing past what it should be racing past at 9:44. Okay, theek hai, koi baat nahi. So we'll just stick to the Election Commission numbers, right? The Election Commission so far giving us leads in 46 seats, 32 for the BJP. Dr. Rastogi, they're almost there. Whether you like it or not, they are almost there.
See, it's people's verdict. If it is going to be so, then obviously once the results are declared, we will congratulate them. But right now, my report says that Manish Sisodia, Arvind Kejriwal, they are both leading. And in many constituencies, it's very, very close. So after the finishing of, second round, our hopes are even stronger with respect to our win in Delhi. And, you know, I was just listening to the debate very patiently. This double-engine Sarkar, the whole premise is so flawed. It's a hoax. Because I have seen the conditions in states like Haryana. I'm sure you also have seen in Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. Nothing changes with double-engine Sarkar.
Ma'am, can I interrupt you for a moment?
Question.
Could it be the man on your screens? Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely because you know, there is another person who has been pitched for the job, and that person happens to be the son of a former chief minister, Parvesh Verma. Is that who it could be, or do you think that the BJP is going to spring a surprise? And I think we are in a position now to talk about who the chief ministerial face is going to be, because directionally, the leads are telling us that the BJP is romping home to victory.
I think we're in a position to sort of say that the BJP will form the government, but not to say who the CM face would be, because it's a party that has thrown so many surprises, and only Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah know what they're going to do. So I'm not even going to go close to venturing a guess in that direction, Shreya. It could be Mr. Parvesh Singh, or it could be Ramesh Biduri, one really, or it could be someone we just cannot imagine.
Yeah, that could happen as well.
It could be a big
Absolutely, it's
surprise.
happened in the past. it could happen as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, piece of breaking news coming in. We believe Aam Aadmi Party leaders are now preparing a forward strategy on what to do next. Sanjay Singh is meeting Arvind Kejriwal. This is a closed door meeting between Sanjay Singh and Arvind Kejriwal. The results, well, the results are not fully out, but the leads are. And even the Election Commission now putting out numbers for 57 seats, leads in 57 seats. Third, I'm assuming that they also will need to come out, face cameras, face reporters, face questions on what went terribly wrong for them. Dr. Nimi Rastogi, that is something that will be decided upon in this meeting because that is what usually happens. I believe Dr. Nimi Rastogi has left the panel as of now. We'll be joined by others from the Aam Aadmi Party in just a bit because they've promised us that irrespective of whether they win or lose, the Aam Aadmi Party is not going to be running away from our questions and will be answering all questions right here on Mirror Now and across all networks as well. So they are going to be giving their spokespersons even if they lose, and this is something that they had committed to yesterday as well. Did they know what was coming? I'm not sure, but the numbers are very disappointing for the Aam Aadmi Party. They had 62 seats in a 70-member assembly. Right now, the leads that the Aam Aadmi Party is getting is in 25 seats, 24, 25. If you look at the Election Commission is giving them leads in 23 seats. So in a best case scenario, maybe, Ruhi, they'll go up to 28, 30.
Yeah. So it is a huge drop, but they had also peaked, Shreya. I mean, 62 is a huge number. They would have, I said that on the day of the exit polls, the only direction it can go is down.
True, but from 68
to
they
62.
come to 62.
Right.
But from 62 to come to 30.
But it's also 10 years of anti-incumbency now. That makes a lot of difference. See, I do think that somewhere the BJP has obviously played its game well, right? They have projected Narendra Modi. They have not made the mistake they made earlier when they had Kiran Bedi as their face. They've been very smart about fighting entirely in Narendra Modi's name. They know he works in Delhi. They have also talked about Vikas, Sadke, because they know that is a raw nerve as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. There has been a certain strategy that the BJP has deployed, like always, and this time it has worked for them. Shreya, I think what's interesting for the BJP is that in the Lok Sabha elections, it didn't do as well as it wanted to do. It didn't do as well as it was expected to do, and that was a bit of a setback for it. It has recovered from it supremely well. I mean, you have to give it to the BJP as far as an election fighting machinery is concerned, that you don't sit back and become victim or rue over your losses. You come back into the game. The two states where it did particularly badly in the Lok Sabha elections, one was Maharashtra, one was Uttar Pradesh. Maharashtra, it has won. And how? I think perhaps 3 assembly election wins, if the BJP does end up winning this election, gives it a huge fillip for the UP elections, which is 2 years down the line. Because it tells everybody that the BJP is back in the game, and it tells the opposition that just because you did well in some states in the Lok Sabha elections, you cannot sit back and relax and be complacent. So that changes the game a little bit for the BJP.
I'm just waiting to see what time the victory parade is, what time the Prime Minister comes to the BJP headquarters to speak. Am I jumping the gun here? Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? I would have liked to say let's wait for another hour. But is there any point in saying that, given the fact that I have Election Commission leads in front of me? Out of 70 seats, they are giving leads in 62. The Bharatiya Janata Party is already leading in 39. They need to be leading in 36 to tell us that they are going home with the crown. The Aam Aadmi Party is leading in 23 seats, ladies and gentlemen. I think the direction in which this election has gone is very, very clear. We were banking on the fact that thode to kaate ki takkar hogi, that maybe there'll be some excitement, but it seems
small assemblies, it's difficult. It's usually,
yeah, I mean, that's something that almost every pollster had spoken to yesterday and day before yesterday had said. Don't expect a kaate ki takkar. It's either going to be this way or that way.
Yes.
And no, I mean, 2013 did throw up a hung assembly in Delhi, right?
Of course.
So it's not like it has not happened before. It has happened before. But past elections have shown us, in the recent past at least, elections have shown us that when people are deciding, they have decided. And the verdict is going to be decisive. Idhar udhar ka nahi hoga. Anyhow, for our sake, we had hoped, I think, that at least till 11:30, 12, this will be built as a close fight. Dr. Anil Gupta, wo to hua nahi. I want to ask you if the BJP has won this election or the AAP has lost it. Have you done something terribly right, or has the Aam Aadmi Party done something terribly wrong?
See, definitely we are winning the election, and we are winning the election on the double engine government. And you know, they have also failed. I again, at the cost of repetition, say they took more than 6 lakhs crore rupees as the taxpayer money from Delhi. And what they have done to the Delhi? There are no civic amenities, there are no water, everything they failed miserably. And they just made the false claims, they just do the blame game and all these things. And definitely, the citizen of Delhi also want to progress with the country. They want the leadership of the Modi, and definitely Yamuna cleaning will be done, the civic amenities will be maintained, the water supply will be enhanced, so many things. And one more thing, we don't do any manifesto, we do Sankalp Se Siddhi. Whatever we, today also I am reminding you and promising you, whatever we have made our Sankalpat, it will be fulfilled 100%, and you will see a lot of change in next 5 years.
But even Dr. Gupta, but even the Aam Aadmi Party has fulfilled its promises. No, it is giving free Bijli Pani to everyone in Delhi. It is giving free bus rides to women in Delhi. So it's not like the Aam Aadmi Party has not fulfilled promises, huh?
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Delhi has the highest tariff of electricity for commercial industry. You go and ask any shopkeeper, they would say they are being charged rupees 18 to 22. There is no water supply in several colonies. You see the condition of the road, you see the condition of Yamuna, you see the condition of air pollution. You go anywhere, it doesn't look like the capital of the country. Now we will make Delhi as the capital of the prosperous India. You will see, yourself will see change in next 5 years.
Dr. Gupta, if there was no work being done in Delhi and if there was a policy paralysis in Delhi, उसमें हाथ तो आपके LG का भी था ना? Now you are saying अब सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Because it is double engine sarkar, we will ensure all work gets done. But because it was Aam Aadmi Party, we were not letting him do the work. So there was some contribution of the LG also in the entire thing. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. Let's listen into some reaction.